Hey all, how you doing? Snooty here. Hope you're all good. We've had a bit of a heat wave going on in the UK, so it's been extremely warm. We're approaching now the 9,000 day mark of days survived in this world, so I thought before I show you all the most updated stuff, I thought I would go through and do a full base tour, and we'll do a relatively in-depth look at everything that's been built in this world. So we'll start just over here at the standard tree farm. This was like early game. This was just a way of getting some wood together. You can basically plant any saplings you like. It was very manual. Just basically gives you the chance and allows you to produce whatever bits and pieces you need. Plant any sapling you like. So yeah, it was very manual, but worked really well. Kind of a nice little area as well. I have built an automatic tree farm over there, which I will show you later. But yeah, this was very early game, because the original compound was only basically from where this wall was. So the wall travels around there and then round there this side. This was basically how big the base was. So all the rest of this was wilderness, which is out there. So yeah, all quite early game stuff that was built in here. Next we'll move on to the lava farm. This was again early game. It was built very early. Mr. Pig here has basically been sitting here ever since the first day in which it was built, so I decided to name him Enjoying the Warmth, and he's basically been here ever since. And he's very happy by the looks of things. Hello, Mr. Piggy. He's very happy. He enjoys the warmth. So, just to produce lava buckets when needed. So, and it happens to just sit next to the original smelter. This was built by my son in the very early days of this world. It's basically not changed its position, and any smelting that needs to be done, the input chests are up here and then the output chests are here. These furnaces have contained all the XP for everything that's ever been smelted, so I don't know how much XP is in each one, but perhaps maybe one day we can have a look. And then you got your lava buckets in here. So works ideally. I don't really need anything much bigger. Maybe I might upgrade it one day, but we'll see. But at the moment don't really need to. So moving on next to the bamboo farm. This has actually been decommissioned for now because these chests are full of bamboo, so I don't actually need to run it at the moment. And this was a tick warp bamboo farm, so the tick speed of the game while AFK is changed to 50, and as long as you're not doing anything else while you're AFK, all you do is basically just save time, really, and electricity. And this worked really well and still works really well. I would put some bamboo in here to show you, but basically it's a piston system that breaks the bamboo and then shuffles it into these chests, and it works really well. So yeah, this was actually originally the sugarcane farm, but I since changed it to bamboo because I actually built a sugarcane farm over there, which I shall show you later. But yeah, that was very good at the time. And obviously when I need anything related to bamboo, I have all the bamboo I need. So moving on to, this was the non-stackable test for the item sorters, just so that I could get my head around how they functioned and how they worked. So this world was basically, when I first started this world, there was a lot of learning that I needed to do with game mechanics and how things worked, and over time you just get used to everything. So this was just like testing, just to try and work out how they all work. And I did the same here, which was the overflow protection test as well, which was putting the items into here, working out how many you needed, all that good stuff, how they actually function. So this was just testing really. So just over here was the original automatic storage, which was in here. This has obviously since been decommissioned, but all the item sorters actually went in here and all along here. Look at that shadow from the he could see his reflection. So all the automatic storage in here, along here. This was originally the storage. All the expensive bits and pieces in here, just so I know where they are. A few odd tools in these barrels, just in case I need them. Not that I do really. And then this was kind of the non-stackable items. So your totems of Undie and the elytras were going to go in here. Music discs that were extra, and just a few other bits and pieces, saddles, all that kind of stuff. Anything sort of workbench related went in here. So yeah, this was the original size of the automatic storage, and then I very quickly outgrew this and had to build a new one, which I shall now show you. I'm going to do like as much walking as I possibly can throughout these days of me doing the base tours. And here is the updated automatic storage, which has basically been like this for a very long time. It has already been extended. As much stuff as you need, or as possible, new things that you come across as time goes on. About 2 layers. Lots of bits and pieces. So the automatic storage did actually end here, and I've since extended out. I think I extended it in a previous video on the channel, so please feel free to have a look at that. I'll show you behind the scenes. So your standard item automatic sorters, as you can see, rows and rows and rows. Obviously it carries on all the way along there and all the way along the back wall. Everything is all functioning and working, and has been. So you got your input chest there, and then you got your output chest here. I'll show you an example of it working. So if I'll take some white dye. So the white dye is there. If I put it in here, in the input chest, there's the white dye traveling. Quite a good thing that you can visually see if the system is all functioning. So we'll leave that just going along for now, but it will basically follow the stream all the way along here, all the way down here, until eventually it'll come back into the white dye chest. I quite like how it sort of snakes all the way around. So just down here is the automatic the stack overflow, which means that if there's anything that doesn't go into the chests, that will end up actually coming into here, which is basically anything extra that can't be added to the system will go into this chest. And then if I want to get rid of anything that's in here that I don't need, I can flick this lever. I can get rid of it in there. These chests contained a few extra bits and pieces where I needed them, so got some coal ore. Not that I'm using the coal ore at the moment for anything in particular, and this contained gravel. I've since used basically these 2 chests of extra of gravel. I do actually need to think about trying to work out some kind of replacement for all those things. But there you go, so there's the stack overflow. Oh, there you go. It's now coming round. And then in it goes. So I have got a few extra bits and pieces now which I've discovered as time has gone on that I do actually need to add to the automatic storage. And I have already created an area to extend when I need, which is just around here. There you go, so this room is already a rock and roll when I need to extend, so this wall will basically come down and the system will be connected to here. So this is all ready to go when I need it. Everything has all been marked out and ready to go. So quite a bit of preparation. So yeah, there you go. There's the full storage. It's always really important to have a good storage system. Makes so much difference. When you need things, you can just come and get them. Very nice. Right, okay, so next is the creeper farm. So when you need gunpowder, this is your place to come. I'll show you it functioning. Oh, that was really good, that was, wasn't it? Oh, it is actually what... I actually didn't mean to go on this in this particular area. Sorry, let me just come back round. There we go. So, a little AFK area. Creepers are all spawned in, up there. In your standard creeper configuration, which is trapdoors. It's quite a big area up there, actually. I did actually extend it quite a bit. And so I'm standing probably something like just under 128 blocks from the actual killing area, which is why the creepers are not despawning and why they're actually going into why they're dropping their gunpowder into the system. So I'm not quite 127 blocks down. So that means 128 blocks down, which means that they don't. If I was more 128 or more, they would despawn before they got killed in the killing chamber, and you won't get the gunpowder. So that's how this functions. But yeah, this is a good producer. Does really well. Works really well, as you can see from the gunpowder. Very, very efficient, I must say. Yeah, there you go. Gunpowder when you need it. A bit of AFK-ing. So yeah, there you go. There's the creeper farm. This has changed on quite a few occasions. This was like a very standard mob farm originally, and I've since changed it. So yeah, that works really, really well. So now moving on to just like a little armor stand cabinet. I haven't yet added the copper armor, but I will do that at some point. Probably extend it over there, so you can't really see it glinting particularly well. But you got your standard diamond armor and then your enchanted diamond armor that doesn't seem to glint too well for some reason. You can kind of see it, I guess. And then moving swiftly around here, just a little jukebox with what CDs I've managed to come across so far. I've got a few more that I need to add to the collection, and I'll do that as I'm going and playing this world. An old auto trasher that has pretty much been here since day one, and I've never really used it, but just a standard configuration for the auto trasher to work. It's basically sort of been here from pretty much the beginning. Right, okay, I think we'll move on to the 9,000 day base tour part 2. I shall call it here, and I shall now get on with recording part 2. As I said, I'm going to go quite in depth with everything that's around, so you can have a good look and a good see. So I hope you enjoy this base tour. Anyway, I shall catch you later. Bye for now.